Hello everyone, welcome to Scenario 5 Marvel Champions. We are playing Mutagen Formula. Green Goblin is now fully Green Goblin. We are playing Tony Stark in Justice to try to keep some threat prevention while we are in Alter Ego building our suit. Setup condition puts a Goblin Thrall. We are playing on Expert mode. When revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player. That'll be that. This is a win completed. Starts with 2 threat. Goblin has 18 health. We have 9. Tony Stark starts with a hand size of 6. We are playing with the standard mod set of Goblin gimmicks. Start with a 6 hand size. We have Quake, Energy, Rocket Boots, Pulsar Blast, Mark V Helmet, Under Surveillance. Alright. Not so bad. I'm going to pay Under Surveillance to put out my helmet. I'm going to pay Repulsor Blast to put out my boots. Gives us +1 hit point. We'll pay Energy to put out Quake. Quake will do nothing. Yeah, I'm just going to keep her here while we're in Alter Ego. Let's use Futurist real quick and just see what we get. No, I don't want to do that yet. Because I'm out of card hands. I'm just going to be stuck with I'm out of card hands. I'm out of cards, so I'm going to be stuck with a card with nothing to do with it. Okay, let's draw up. We have Genius, Helicarrier, Counterintelligence, For Justice, Stark Tower, Supersonic Punch. Lovely. Okay. Main scheme goes up by 1. That's at 3. Green Goblin's going to scheme for 2, 3, plus an additional boost card. Plus an additional boost card. Oh, no. That's going to scheme out. Great. First activation. When completed, doesn't matter because we're already engaged with the Goblin Minion. This is going to put us starting at 4, goes up by each Goblin in play. He's going to scheme for 1. Bring us up to 5. Quake will deal 2 with her response. 3 encounter cards. Goblin Thrall. Wicked Ambitions. Discard X cards from the encounter deck, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. Each time a Goblin minion is discarded this way, choose to either take 3 damage or put that minion into play with you. 1, 2, 3. Minion. 3 Thralls. 4 Thralls. Holy cow. Okay. Well, that got out of hand real fast. It's our turn again, then. Jeez. I have to knock some of these guys out. That's Futurist. Foiled. Arc Reactor. Counterintelligence. Alright. Genius. And Counterintelligence. For Helicarrier. Helicarrier and Supersonic Punch for Arc Reactor. Oh, I don't like it. Quake's going to swing 2. Got one of these Thralls. We're going to flip to Iron Man. We're going to knock out a Thrall. Ready up. Knock out a Thrall. Let's exhaust this to remove a threat from a scheme. And that will have to do it. So much for mitigating threat, right? Alright, we're drawing up to 4. Have a counterintelligence. And Pepper Pots. Eek. This goes up by 3. Goblin is attacking us. Quake is going to block. 2. Nothing. 1, 2. To us. Takes us down to 8. Encounter card is Overconfidence. Green Goblin attacks you. If at least 3 damage was dealt by this activation, this card gains Surge. So 2, 5. And we're down to 3 health. Overrun. Double acceleration, 1 threat, In player order, each player must discard 2 cards from the encounter deck and put each goblin minion they discarded into it. That's when defeated. Okay. Comes in with 1. We're going to use the helmet to take this off. Not a minion. Not a minion. We'll thwart 2 off the main. We'll ready with Arc Reactor. We're going to flip. Futurist gives us a Rocket Boots, Ingenuity, Nick Fury. Oh, I love you, Nick, but it's going to be Ingenuity. Helicarrier. And for Justice, we'll put down Ingenuity. Ingenuity. And Stark Tower. We'll play Counterintelligence. We'll heal 3. And ready. This would go up by 3. We'll discard Counterintelligence and prevent that. We're drawing up to 6. We have it for Justice. Foiled. Strength. Powered Gauntlets. Power of Justice. Goblin goes to Scheme for 2. Nothing. 3/4. That's at 9. Our encounter card is Goblin Soldier. When defeated, deal 1 damage to each, or to the engaged player. Okay. Futurist. 1, 2, 3. We will keep our armor, of course. We're going to heal 3. Back up to full. Well, not full, but almost full. Ingenuity. Helicarrier. Foiled. For Pepper Potts. Strength for Gauntlets. Flip. Let's use Pepper to play for Justice. No, I mean, this is kind of a waste the way I did this, but Power of Justice will play for Justice. And we'll take 4 off of here. This will take 1 more. Arc Reactor will ready me. I'll zap one of these guys for 1. And I'll thwart 2 more. Let's see where this goes. We're drawing up to 5. Coin Carrier, War Machine, Practice Plan, Repulsor Blast. Okay. This goes up by 4, up to 6. Goblin attacks for 2. Nothing. So 2, 3, 4, 5 I will take. Take me down to 4. Counter card is Goblin Glider. He gets +1 attack. Spend 2 energy resources to discard. Alright. Our turn. Helicarrier. Pepper. Practice Plan. We're going to put out the armor. No, we're going to put out Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier. These 2. Put out the Mark 5 armor. Gives me +6 hit points. I have a max of 16 now. Currently at 10. Sorry, max of 15. Right? 9, 10, 16. Okay. Rocket Boots, Ingenuity. Now we're aerial. Zapping for 2. He's defeated. Thwarting 1. Thwarting 2. Flip. No, sorry. Ready, then flip. Now we'll heal 3. Will we survive? Let's see. Drawing up to 6, we have Soaring Acrobatics, Powered Gauntlets, Foiled. For Justice, Practice Plan, Power of Justice. Awesome. I'm going to deck out next turn. This goes up by 3 to 6. Goblin's going to scheme for 2. Nothing. 9, 10. That will be 1 away from popping. That sucks. Encounter card is Overrun. Okay. Helicarrier and Quinn Carrier. We're going to pay for our second gauntlet. We're going to Futurist here. 1, 2. It's going to give us an encounter card. And 3. We're going to keep Coulson. Let's heal the full. Up to 16. Flip to Iron Man. I'm going to use the power of Justice to play 4 Justice. Take 4 threat off a scheme. Brings that down to 6. We'll exhaust Arc Reactor to ready ourselves. We'll use Rocket Boots and Ingenuity to give ourselves Aerial. We're going to pay 3 for Coulson. I'm going to search for a counterintelligence. We're not going to use it the way you think. So we have a counterintelligence in hand. I'm going to use Pepper to generate that resource. And this, get rid of this Goblin Glider. This will remove 1 threat from a scheme, from each scheme, because we are aerial. That's defeated. Discard 2 cards. No minion. That's a minion. Ugh. Let's attack with Coulson to one of these guys. Then we'll zap him to hell. Bye, buddy. We take a damage. And we'll ready. Wait, no, I still have an Iron Man. Let's thwart 2. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hand size of 7. Quake. Strength. Genius. Nick Fury. Awesome. For Justice. Practice Plan. Power of Justice. Nice. Ally time. This goes up by 3. We're at 6 out of 11. Goblin goes to attack. Coulson's going to block. 2, 3, 4. This gets shuffled back in. Coulson's defeated. Alright, we get an encounter card. First is Pumpkin Bombs. After he attacks, discard this, deal 2 indirect damage. Goblin Glider, or Goblin Soldier, sorry. Minions, minions, minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. If I play Power of Justice, and that's in my discard pile, Pepper Pot says generate the resources of the top card of your discard pile. This says double the resources this card generates while paying for a Justice card. So could I play 4 Justice and Quake with this? I think so. I'm going to go with that. If I'm wrong, please let me know. We're going to play for Justice. It's going to take 4 off of here. That's down to 2. We're going to use Pepper to put out Quake. Then we're paying 2 doubles for Nick Fury. We're running out of space out here. I'm going to use this to draw 3 cards. We have a For Justice, a Counterintelligence, a Repulsor Blast. Okay. Fury will attack for 2. Quake will just go ahead and knock them out. Ingenuity. Rocket Boots to make us aerial. Iron Man will swing for 1. And then gauntlets that guy for 4 more. Helmet will remove a threat. Arc Reactor will ready us up. Helicarrier, and for Justice, we'll pay for a Counterintelligence. I'll put in a Practice Plan. Quinn Carrier will pay for Repulsor Blast. Discard 5 cards and 2 additional damage for each energy resource. So it's 1 plus nothing, nothing, 2, 3. What was that? Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So I got 2. So it's dealing a total of 5 damage to this goblin soldier. We should be taking damage for each one of those defeated, so we'll take 2 right there. And we'll ready up. Oh, I still have an activation. Let's attack goblin for 1. This is the first time we've been able to. I don't remember if I did his response earlier of taking damage from him and adding a threat to the scheme, so apologies if I didn't. He does have a response that says 1 threat on the main scheme when he damages you from an attack. Alright. This goes up by 1. Drop to my hand size of 7. Foiled. Practice plan. Counterintelligence. War machine. Energy. Rocket boots. Encounter card. Coulson. Alright. That already went up. Goblin is attacking for 2. Fury's blocking. 3, 4. This gets shuffled in. Fury's defeated. Now we'll take 2 indirect. I'll put 1 on Quake. Knock her out. 1 on me. 2 encounter cards. First is Goblin Knight. After he attacks, discard 1 card from the encounter deck. If that's a goblin minion, put it into play. And a goblin soldier. A Pumpkin Bombs gets discarded. That indirect damage was dealt. We got 2 minions. It is now our turn. Let's play foiled. Put on another Rocket Boots. That will give us +1 hit point. Bringing our grand total to 17. We're currently at 13. We're going to pay 4 resources. Have a double on there. To put out War Machine. We're going to use Ingenuity and a Rocket Boot to give us Aerial. We're going to exhaust War Machine. He's going to take 2 damage. Deal 1 to each enemy. Let's use the helmet to thwart 1. Going to use the gauntlets on the Goblin Knight. Take him up to 5. Call it 6. Exhaust 7. He'll be defeated. And we don't need it. But let's Quinn Carrier Pepper to put out Coulson. I could go find a preparation, but I don't need it right now, so should we stay in hero form? Yeah, let's stay in hero form. Let's ready up. Alright, scheme's going up by 2. That's at 3. Goblin will be attacking. Brody's going to block for us. Need to draw my hand size of 7. Strength. Foiled. Justice. Power. Practiced. For justice. 1 more. Stark Tower. Lots of threat mitigation. Alright, Rhodey's blocking. We're getting attacked for 2. 3. This goes in my discard pile. Fool. He's attacking me for 1. Let's have Coulson take it. Encounter card will be Regenerative Healing. Villain heals X damage, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. So he'll heal 4 damage. That will take him back to 18. He's back to full health. Where are my supersonic punches? Alright, 'tis my turn again. I don't have a whole lot I can do. We're going to use a Rocket Boot and an Ingenuity to Powered Gauntlets this guy to death. We take a damage. Don't need to do this, but let's pay a For Justice, or pay a Power of Justice for a For Justice. We'll just clean this off. I've got a double, but there's nothing interesting to do with it. So we're gonna punch Goblin. for 1. We're going to Arc Reactor, punch Goblin again. Let's flip down to Tony, see what we can get. Supersonic Punch, there it is, under surveillance. Soaring Acrobatics, I want that punch, baby. Can't use it this turn. There's no reason for me to have Stark Tower out. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to these 3. We'll just pitch them. And we'll ready up, I guess. We get 1 on the main. Goblin's going to scheme for 2. 3, 4. We'll prevent 3 of that. Practice plan will bring that back to our hand. So it'll only go up by 1. I forgot to drop to my hand size, so that doesn't count. Repulsor Blast. Genius. Counterintelligence. And another counterintelligence. Alright. And counter card will be Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded and reveal it. There's Goblin Nation. Each Goblin minion, including Green Goblin, gets +1 attack. Has 2 threat. Laughable. It's laughable. Alright, we have 7 cards in hand. And 2 doubles. Which is ridiculous. I'm going to heal up to 15. Let's Futurist. Why not? See what we get. Foiled. For Justice. Power of Justice. I have more money than I know what to do with here. Power of Justice will put out a counterintelligence, because why not? Coulson will thwart the 2 off the main here. We'll flip up to Tony. We'll exhaust Rocket Boots and spend Ingenuity. So now we are Aerial. Genius. It's paying for Supersonic Punch. 8 damage to Green Goblin. Takes him from 16 down to 8. Then Powered Gauntlets will knock 4 more off of him. Take him down to 4. Let's ready ourselves. Forgot about Goblin Nation. Whatever, let's just thwart the 2 off of that. I don't want it. Should we just Repulsor Blast and see what happens? Let's do it. Counterintelligence will pay for Repulsor Blast. 1 damage. 0. 0. There's 1. Get an encounter card. Or wild counts. Alright, that'll be plenty. Green Goblin, Stage 2, is defeated. Stage 3, when revealed, deal 3 encounter cards to each player. This is going to be a fun turn. We're going to have 5 encounter cards to deal with. Alright, he comes in with 20 hit points. I'll hold on to these. Let's rock and roll. We're going to drop to 7. We have Supersonic Punch, Practice Plan, Counterintelligence, Quake. Oh, 1 more. Counterintelligence. Deck's real thin. Don't have a whole lot of variety in here. Threat goes up by 1. Goblin attacks for 3. Coulson's blocking. Boost is 4. Agent Coulson's defeated. 5th encounter card. Here we go. Ready? First, Exhaustion. Surge. Monster. When revealed, you are stunned. If you are already stunned, take 2 damage. 2nd encounter card. Goblin Thrall. 3rd encounter card. Business Problems. Flip to Alter Ego form. Choose. Exhaust Tony Stark, remove it from the game, or exhaust an upgrade you control and discard this obligation. You know what? Let's exhaust a Rocket Boots. And just discard it. I don't know what I want to do yet. Pumpkin Bombs. And Pumpkin Bombs. Eek. So we've got 4 indirect damage after the next attack. And we're stunned. Okay. Where'd my hand go? Here we go. I do have Quake. Quake is nice. So let's pay these counterintelligences for Quake. I'm going to have Quake attack the monster. We're going to make ourselves aerial. And thwart 1. We'll attack to lose our stun. Arc reactor to ready ourselves up. You know what? I'm going to have Quake attack this guy, because... No, I don't need to. So I can hit him here and here. That'll knock him out. And then we'll use our other powered gauntlets to hit him for 2 more. Make that 4. Alright, now we don't have guard, so let's put out practice plan under our counterintelligence. We're going to pay a strength to play supersonic punch. We're going to hit Goblin for 8. Takes him down to 12. We're going to flip to Tony. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. Let's exhaust Pepper and put out Soaring Acrobatics. As if we don't have enough upgrades out. Alright, let's ready up. We are drawing up to 6. We have Foiled, Repulsor Blast, Repulsor Blast, Practice Plan, Power of Justice. Power of Justice. This is such crap. Doesn't matter, we're doing well. This is going to go up by 2. Globlin is scheming for 2. We'll just go ahead and prevent that. This will keep it in my hand. We do have a Thrall now, so he's going to scheme for 1. Quake's response is going to deal 2 damage to him. That will defeat him. He's going to scheme for 1, up to 4. Quake's response will deal 2 damage to him. Thanks, Quake. Counter card is Goblin Glider. Attach to the enemy with the highest printed hit points without another Goblin Glider attached. If you cannot, this card gains search, blah blah blah. He gets +1 attack. Alright, so can we defeat him this turn? I think we can. That's Futurist, Fury, Energy, Supersonic Punch. I want that Supersonic Punch. That pretty much will guarantee we can defeat him this phase. Ah! Wreck my whole board. People don't like when your stuff isn't even. My stuff's not very even anyway. Okay. We're going to flip. We're going to hit the Thrall. Thrall is gone. We're going to ready. We're going to pay a Power of Justice for a counterintelligence. We're going to Ingenuity and Rocket Boots to make ourselves aerial for the phase. Quinn Carrier and Pepper. We're going to pay for our Supersonic Punch. That'll deal 8 damage to an enemy. We'll take him down to 4. I can just beat him right now. But where's the fun in that? Let's Repulsor Blast. Dealing 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we deal 9 damage. Goblin's defeated. There you go. Tony Stark Iron Man. A little bit of a rough start. Had a couple of hiccups here and interruptions, but we are done with the Green Goblin pack. Thanks for joining, guys. Peace. Later. Bye.